I'm pleased to be joined today with Jessica Miller-Switzer. She is the executive director of the Alberta Camping Association. Now, after 2 years of pandemic shutdowns this summer, the summer camp industry returned to normal. And Jessica, that meant the Alberta Camping Association had a long list of camps looking to be accredited this year.
Due to the pandemic and camps not being open the last few years, we had a record number of camps to accredit this summer, which was being 27 camps that we had to go out and do our accreditation visits for this summer.
So take me through that accreditation process. I'm not sure people know exactly what that all entails. You had 27 camps that were looking to be accredited. So what did that mean for the association?
So we hire staff, summer staff specifically to help with the accreditation process. So in months leading up to the summer, the camp has to submit a huge range of internal and external documents. It ranges from insurance to their registration forms, and all these documents that are required, our summer staff will go through and make sure that they all meet our standards. And then we also do an on-site visit. Once all the documentation is in order, we will go and do an on-site visit. And again, there's a whole range of things that we're looking for. It ranges from ratios of staff to campers, to safety, to insurance. And that is what our staff does for accreditation. And then they come back and there's a report written up, and camps, if they didn't quite meet a standard, they do have time to adjust and fix. And then once they are accredited, they hold that accreditation for a few years, and then we go back out and do another visit again to make sure that they're staying on top of everything.
And now this accreditation just gives parents some extra assurance that they can trust the camp and that there are proper policy and training in place.
Accreditation for camps gives parents a peace of mind that the camp is following certain safety protocols. We hold the camps accountable by doing the accreditation. It is not mandatory. Camps volunteer for it. And also, I forgot to mention that certain training has been provided. So the staff of the camp have certain training for safety, for programming, and stuff like that.
Now, with this accreditation process, there's a lot of paperwork that the association has to sift through, but there's more than just that. You're going out physically across the province to do physical inspections of the camp, including 2 here in our region.
So this year, our summer staff went through over 5,000 pages of documentation that was submitted by our member camps that were being accredited. And you are correct, we do drive all over the province, so from the very north to the very south. So once again, our staff and volunteers drove almost close to 9,000 kilometers this summer in just 8 weeks. And I also just want to mention that we do rely on volunteers to help us with accreditation, and we could not do it without the volunteers.
Now, before we go, I want to talk a little bit broader about the summer camp industry in general. After 2 years of difficulties, do you think the industry is heading in the right direction going into 2023?
Hopefully, camps, people were excited to be back at camps this summer. And hopefully that momentum continues into next summer. And, the campus that went this year will return to their camps. And kids that maybe didn't go this year will venture and try camps this summer. Camping really is great for children. It gets them off the screens, it gets them outdoors, it gets them social again. So it was a great summer this summer, and we're just hoping that that builds for next summer.
And that's awesome. That's great to hear. Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Well, thanks for having me.